girl with a preppy vibe. Came to the spot with a friend of mine. She caught my eye. From the beginning, I was hooked. I can't tell a lie. Fresh, dressed, and fly. I respect her mind. Some dude trying to impress, but looking goofy at the same time. He bugging, she looking. I'm going for mine. Confidently, I approach with that eye-to-eye contact. She smiling while adjusting her hair, so I smile back. Pretty girl, what's your name? She said, is that true? Cause if it is, your name perfect for you. My name handsome. She said your name fits you too. See, we was clicking, and after that, time just flew. Then that time came to talk to her pops. He gave his blessing, and then that mind frame I had was honoring and protecting. I knew she was the one when we met. I found my future girl, and no other woman compares to my girl.
Hey y'all, welcome to the live stream. Yes, we're doing after dark tonight. Yes. Let me get myself logged on here on my tablet. I know I should have that done already, but every time I do a live stream, I'm always rushing, trying to get things done at the last minute. So, yes, this is where we are. Okay. How are you guys doing today? We got snow coming this way here in the DMV around 1 a.m. It is super cold. Okay. So yes. Every time I do a let me cut this down. Okay, so I got that off. All right, let me get this going on over here. Can I see everything? All right. All right, so we got Lou here. Hi, Lou. Welcome to the live stream. He said, where them fans at? Yes. No fans needed tonight because it is so cold here. Yes. So, oh my goodness. Yeah, I went out earlier today to go work out, and my hands were cold. I had on like, some I had on some workout clothes, like a little fleece thing on top, and that wind was cutting through. So I had to put on my nice long coat before I went to Trader Joe's to pick up some last minute things, right? But yeah, so we got Free Minded 1991 in the house. Good evening. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Now I hope that Miss all things Key Nicole comes because she asked me to do a reaction to the Corey Holcomb and Kendra G situation. So we got that on the lineup. But also, if you guys may have seen, there's been some footage released as of yesterday that's showing an interaction between Corey Holcomb and Miss Katrina Payne, I think it is. So we're going to talk about that a little bit, okay? So give you guys a little time to come on into the live stream here, get settled, and we're going to get right on into it, okay? You know how we do. I'm assuming you guys can hear me pretty good. Let me know if you can or not. I would appreciate that. Yes, a lot's going on this evening. So no one is saying they can hear me. I'm just gonna assume that you guys can. All right, y'all. So like I said, today is Saturday. Cold, worked out, went to Trader Joe's, all those things. Got snow coming at 1 a.m. So I'm ready to go. Went to the grocery store yesterday and got my main things. Grocery store was almost empty when it came to like the meat. You know how people do when they have a storm coming, they just buy everything. They even took I couldn't even get a steak, y'all. They took all the chicken, the steak. All they had left was like lamb and stuff like that. So I was like, wow. So anyway, the sweet tea I wanted to get, they were out of that. I'll make some on the stove if I want any. And yeah. So okay, Lou says that I can hear you. Okay, thank you. So I'm glad we got that going. So I think I'm gonna go ahead on and get everything popping. It'll be 5 minutes and about 20 seconds. So I'll give it a few more seconds here. But yes, y'all. It's gonna be interesting, I think. So I'm going to play videos and I'm gonna kind of stop them as we go along so I can give my commentary and interact with you all. So yes. But just to kind of give you guys a little bit of backstory, the last couple live streams that we've done, we did talk about like the Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels situation. Um with this past Thursday, we talked about, how Corey, did a video and included Anton's wife and daughter, and it talked about Anton's friend and employee Mika. So all that happened on this past Tuesday and everything. Anton gave out his statement, and it kind of alluded to possibly some legal action, right? That's kind of what I took from it. That's just me speaking from what I saw. And so then the very next day is when I saw that there was some footage that came out regarding a altercation he had with a fellow comedian, a lady named Christina Payne, right? And I think this happened about 10 months or so ago. When I went to go find like the video and the footage, that's kind of around when I saw that he was talking about it. But the footage for some reason came out to the public on, I guess, yesterday. Yeah, Friday. So let's go ahead and get into that, y'all. So I'm going to first show you guys the footage, and we're going to go into some commentary thereafter. So let's do it.
Jumped in and started to tussle with Corey himself, but it was quickly broken up. Take a look.
This is outside of the Improv in Hollywood, I think it is. So he just pushed her in the face. And then this security guard that's for the Improv stepped in trying to defend her. And then apparently like several guys jumped the security guard that was out there with Corey Holcomb. That is what is being said, but you'll hear more of that as we continue down this process. But yeah, this is the footage that came out yesterday regarding the altercation. Yes. Thank you, Lou. Yes, please like, share, comment, and subscribe for those that are here. I appreciate your support. Okay, y'all. So you just saw the video. We're gonna get into this right here.
To the police.
Hold on.
Back when this happened.
So what I'm gonna show you right now is I guess TMZ just saw the footage as well, and they reached out to Miss Christina Payne to get her statement, if you will, to get some questions answered. Okay, so that's what we're about to watch right now, and so look at how she responds. You know what I'm saying? Let me put this back a little bit, and we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna start from the beginning,
Jumped
y'all.
in and started to tussle with Corey himself, but it was quickly broken up. Take a look.
So after this, we're going to see the TMZ discussion. Okay. As big as he is, he sat there and pushed that woman like that. I wonder what his height and weight is. Let me look that up. And I'll put it in the chat.
Christina, you went to the police back when this happened, filed a police report. It went nowhere. What are you going to do now that there is a video that seems to support at least the fact that you were punched by Corey?
It is hard even seeing that right now, seeing that playback and having to relive all of this all over again. But it's like almost like
I mean, what I'm asking is, are you going to pursue legal action again? The cops felt it was like a stalemate when it happened because they had no video. Now they got video. So I'm wondering, are you over it, or are you going to pursue this in court?
She can't even
I feel
respond.
like it's
What's the difficult? What's making this so difficult, Christina, to go forward with it?
Hmm.
I feel like Corey's like threatened or tried to silence me, or like where it's like I've been in fear for my life, literally. Not able to leave the house sometimes, and so I just, I mean, I, I,
I know you say you're in fear for your life. We mentioned the fact that he got a restraining order against you,
we have a restraining order against each other.
and you have one against him as well.
Okay.
And
Since
because he
then,
brought the liars to court and confused the judge, and we didn't have the video yet. So we literally got the video the day after court, literally. So I never went back to pursue like, oh, let me get an appeal or nothing like that. Like my attorney literally kind of gave up after she was getting defamed in her character and everything. You can see on
you
his
mentioned
how horrible he would speak about me and her, and literally it's horrible, like the way he treats women, the way he talks about us, and then to the point where it's like, really, like you're gonna hit me because I'm telling you about God, and like you need to change your ways, and it's
Huh.
just it's just horrible. Like I and then I'm just disappointed in how nothing was done, and I went back to the police station like so many times, and the LA fires were the excuse every time, or no detectives.
Okay, yeah, but did she just say? So when the interviews on TMZ asked her like, hey, the video just came out, are you going to go back and try to reinvigorate the case? She could not give an answer, right? She was very emotional, right? And so then she was saying that when she went before the judge that they got the video like the day after the court case. So she didn't go back to do any kind of hey, I want to do an appeal. Like she didn't do any of that when she got this video or whatever video she received the day after the court case. And so now she's saying how, she kept going back to the I guess the LA police department and was asking, I guess, for, updates or whatever. I guess I'm not understanding what was she seeking when she could have just went ahead and filed for an appeal since she actually had the footage. So if you guys have some insight or speculation, if you will, into that, please let me know in the comments. I'm gonna get this back played up.
No detectives were ever available, ever, for some reason.
Well, but the video changes things. I mean, when it's just your word against his word, it's a stalemate. Now you have the video, so that's why and if you don't want to answer, I'll respect that and back off. But that's why I'm wondering, are you going to go back to the police now, especially since you have mutual restraining orders? And are you going to say, look at this?
yeah, who needs the restraining order? I'm the one who's
Right.
getting punched.
Well, Harvey, what would you advise?
Oh, I don't want to do that because I'm not going. I don't know all the facts, and I will tell you this: the one question I really do have is, and I don't think there's any justification for what he did because all you're doing when we see the video is talking back and forth.
Roasting, and that's what happens in front of the Improv every Monday for the past 30 years. And we stand out there and roast, but everybody knows in the hood whoever wants to fight or cry first loses. And he literally lost it.
Well, now he's sad that you went after him first and it's not seen in the video.
Right. What he actually wrote in his restraining order is that you put hands on him
But
before
I
this
filed
video started.
first, so of course he has to like create some crazy story, you know. But basically, at the end of the day, he put his hands on me, and I didn't do anything to him. I didn't, nothing. But also, what that video is not showing is the minutes before that. That video really needs to start from when I walk out there initially instead of cut right there, because there's a gun involved that he passed off to another female comedian and was like, oh, go put that up for me before he hit me. So literally, I am fighting with my mouth for my life, roasting this dude, but in the name of Jesus, okay? So I literally said, like, leave me alone. Like, you didn't learn from the last time you tried to, you know, say, he said, I'm a super sock this B. That's what he said initially 6 months prior to that hit. So he finally did what he had been saying he was going to do. He threatened me in June of 2024 before this hit happened in December of 2024. And there's witnesses for that as well. So that's why.
Christina, what started back in June? What started this beef between you? Is it just a roasting that somebody that
Hold on, y'all. So she's saying that they had an altercation in June of 2024 where he threatened to hit her, but he didn't apparently. But then in December of 2024 is when they had this video, this altercation that we just saw earlier is from the December 2024 interaction. And I understand that she's saying that she was just out there roasting, but let me tell y'all something. Let me just say this, and I don't know, I want to be very politically correct when it comes to what I'm saying here. But yeah, this man is a street dude. You know, he tell you he's a real ninja, okay? And as I was looking to find information on the Kendra G thing, I saw a little bit more of him, and he's been pretty much the same for the last few years, right? As far as how he operates, from what I can tell with my limited view of him, right? Um, I don't know why women think that these men are not gonna put their hands on you because you're a woman. This is not 20, 30 years ago. I am not condoning anything. I'm just saying, with the world that we live in today, why would you think that these people would not put their hands on you? If he has told you he was gonna pop you in the mouth or whatever he said in June, and somebody to get this woman, do you think that he has a newfound level of respect for you or for women or whatever the case is? I'm just saying. So if someone says they're gonna harm you, you're not gonna have to tell me that twice. Okay? I'm gonna already have gotten me a restraining order and whatever else I need to get. I'm not gonna be dealing with you. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying this is her fault. I'm just saying for the people out here listening to me, some things you ain't gotta find out about. You know what I'm saying? If somebody is threatening you, you need to believe that and then do what you need to do to address that. Okay? Let that be a lesson learned for all of us here. Let's keep this going.
Literally jumped into a conversation I was having with another comedian, and we were having this conversation with that comedian because of what he was doing to another female comedian, making her uncomfortable. So when that guy went off, and you know, I clown him to silence, but later he's my friend, so I'm like leaving. I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna see you tomorrow, friend, you know, on some like, but he literally was on silence and then stood over by Corey Holcomb, and then Corey Holcomb goes, he ain't got to say you, bitch. And he jumps in my conversation with my friend. So that's how that whole thing started that way in like June of 2024. But There's history going back from like 12, 15 years ago when I was on my radio show. So
You had said a few minutes ago that the video, you saw that you got the video just a day after the court hearing for the restraining order.
yes.
So you have this video. Do you have the longer version where you see somebody brandishing a gun?
Well, that's the thing, is that it was literally sent to my attorney where it's cut right, like
Who sent it?
after he were to pass it off or something like that. So it's like they're not showing the whole video, and that's what I'm saying. We need the whole video, like from the front when I walk out there initially, like 12:35 or something, when I had to, and I was waiting for my car to pull up. My car was arriving soon or whatever.
All right.
It's like that was only a matter of like 8 minutes or something like that of time, but they're literally showing right at the 3-minute mark or something like that, and
Right.
not the whole complete video. But
We got it.
after, if you look back towards the end, you'll see that that person goes back to go get wherever she hit it from, and you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
it's
Okay,
Well,
well,
It seems like the
we wanna
full
see that
video,
full video.
yeah, is going to tell this story.
thank you so
Christina,
much.
thank you so much
Really
for talking
appreciate
to
it.
us.
Thank
and
you
we're going to
so
be
much.
following this. Thank you.
Okay, y'all. So y'all seen the footage that they're referring to. I played that first a couple times actually. So y'all have seen that, and then you've heard her TMZ interaction here. I think it's interesting that her lawyer received, part of the video the day after they had the court date, right? So why is it that this video has now been made public on yesterday? Like, why out of all the days, out of a year and a month, why did they choose yesterday to make this video public? Okay. Honestly, I didn't know anything about this situation between her and Corey Holcomb until I saw the video that came out yesterday. And so I started kind of looking into it some. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that was intentionally done. Um, and it works out quite well. Maybe her and Anton might pair up since he was alluding to possibly doing a court case, in my opinion, right? So we got Abby here. Welcome to the live stream. He said, I saw the video. Corey Holcomb is cooked. He can't pay his way out of this. Yep. And let's see. And so she's saying that there was someone that had, well, I guess Corey may have had a weapon or whatever. And I wonder who did her lawyer get that video from? And why can't they get the entire video, not just that cutoff point? You know what I'm saying? Why couldn't they get the whole thing from when she walked out the door, if not before? So I think it's somewhat intentional as to why they only got just that piece and not the piece that also showed like the weapon being present, right? So Abby says, same to you, and wouldn't surprise me at all. He's probably talking about Katrina and Anton possibly pairing up. So let's see what else I got. I got all kind of clips, y'all. So I forgot what the order is. Hold on. Why did it switch on me? Here we go.
TMZ has been sicked on Corey Holcomb.
So y'all, this clip right here is so the clip that I just showed you guys with TMZ, that's recent. That came out, I want to say yesterday, once the video became public. Now, what I'm showing you right now is when this happened about 11 months ago. So when she's talking about to TMZ how, Corey talked a lot about her lawyer and her and all of that, you're going to see some of that in this video because this is from around when this took place about 11 months ago. So let's get into that.
You got that picture of the RoboCop Put RoboCop up on the screen.
He wrong for that. At least he consistent with the food.
That's Asian RoboCop. Dead or alive, I'm frying your rice. TMZ. You see this person right here? You don't know who that is, D? Want me to tell you why? When I went to court, I didn't know who that was because I had never seen the forehead back that far. But she didn't have time to pull that bang forward in court.
That's the woman.
That's that woman.
Wow.
Look at that ugly motherfucker. That ugly motherfucker. That is an ugly motherfucker. But yo, look. Because of her phone records, I'm going to be able to prove that TMZ was sicked on me. Hey, dumb bitch, your phone records are going to prove that TMZ was sent at me to bring negative media coverage on my black ass. This ain't no regular shit where TMZ find out about a story and they be like, well, let's go see about the story. TMZ was summoned by this crooked lawyer to destroy Corey Holcomb. I can prove it.
So see, when the lady was telling us on that TMZ interview how, he was saying all these horrible things about her and her lawyer. This what I'm talking about right here, y'all. And I agree. That RoboCop, that is aging him. And shout out to Corey. Glad you're here. Okay, so let me see what y'all saying in the chat. I'm trying to keep up. Okay, so RoboCop references wild. I wish someone would pull the plug on his show. Oh Lord, only soon. I'm sure it's gonna happen. We'll see. Yeah, you gotta have some age on you to remember that first RoboCop movie when he took the helmet off. Corey Holcomb, he punched the women. He destroyed his reputation and career. I don't know, Ed, because some of these folks is thinking that some of these folks are like, this is what we expect him to do. So I was watching someone else's commentary yesterday, and they were like, oh well, I just don't believe women when they say things. I need to see the context. And they was like, yeah, I saw the video, but I didn't know what was said, what was she saying to him and all that. So some people just ain't gonna even look at that video and just be like, you know what, he hit that lady, he wrong. They still want more context, more information. So yeah, he may still have some skin in the game because the people that like him think like him. See what I'm saying? I'm gonna let this get back going.
That's why TMZ is on. Do you see this bitch on News Channel 5? Do you see this bitch on any real news coverage except TMZ? No, TMZ is in cahoots with a crooked lawyer to try to justify bringing Corey Holcomb down. I can prove it. Your dumbass phone records are going to prove it. Ugly ass girl. The lies finna. What did Cat say? He said somebody gonna be exposed, right?
Oh, big dick deviants.
Yeah, D, I knew you remember that part. But I'm saying, bitch, all your lies have worked to my advantage. Your lies.
Shit, no door. That's crazy.
And false information toward a brother who has never done anything to you but got you to fuck up off him, it's gonna all be seen. Remember, the host said, oh, he punched me, okay. Was there any provocation? Why did Corey Holcomb do what he did? That's the part you ain't told nobody. What made Corey Holcomb do what the fuck he did. Did Corey Holcomb just haul off and do some shit? When are you gonna talk about what you did? Cause let me tell you something, ugly robo bitch. Ain't no money for you. The judge fucked up y'all money scheme. The judge fucked y'all money scheme up. All because your dumb ass yelled out Sean Holly in court. You yelled out Sean Holly and you yelled out her phone number out loud in court. Because when you said that was your attorney, the judge looked like, bitch, Sean Holly ain't representing your garbage ass. What the judge say? Call her. No, matter of fact, I'm going to call her. Then Sean Holly didn't answer. But Sean Holly called back less than 30 seconds later because the curiosity was killing her. Hello? The judge was like, hey, this is Judge so-and-so. Are you Christine Payne's lawyer? What'd she say, Christine? What'd she say? That bitch should never be your lawyer, Christine.
Wait, she didn't own it? She didn't admit.
What?
Oh, that
And
is
Sean Holly done called down to the
humiliating.
Improv to try to get the tape talking about, I'm Christine Payne's lawyer. She wasn't going to give you no money. Look, listen, Christine, look, let me tell you something, crazy bitch. Just listen to me. This was the extortion plan.
Okay, so let me stop real quick. All right, so Abby was saying, I disagree, but we will see. So I'm not exactly sure what he's disagreeing with. I do see over here you're saying that the woman is making this up and her lawyer is trying to purposely get Corey Holcomb in some hot mess. The proof is in the pudding with the video alone. Nothing else is needed to prove his guilt. So I do see what Lou says. To your point, Tiff, I saw a comment somewhere where somebody said, I can't set you up to punch me in the face. So just to be clear on what I did say, I said that I looked at a video yesterday and that, well, first of all, let me go back to the beginning. So I want to say Abby was saying that he punched the woman, Corey Holcomb is Cap. He punched the woman, he destroyed his reputation and career. I said that I don't necessarily know if that is the case because I'm seeing where people are on the internet saying what I just told you earlier. I'm seeing people say, well, they can't take what happened on that video at face value. So I'm not saying what I think, I'm telling you what I've seen with my own eyes that's on the internet, where people are saying that they're not taking this video at face value with him punching her in the face. Because I mean, for me, it was enough. But since you're saying that this is going to destroy reputation, I'm telling you right now, there are people out here in internet land that's like, wait a minute, we need to see what was said right before you hit her. Like you have people saying all that, okay? These are people that are like him, that are supporting him. So it's not that I'm making anything up. I'm just telling you what's going on that's out here for real. Okay. Now for me, he hit her. I don't think that that's enough. I mean, he hit her. I think that is enough for me. But you have men that are out there, because these are men that I saw on camera and who I believe are men in the comments saying, oh, well, yeah, I see the video, but I need to understand what was she saying to him before he hit her. I saw people saying, well, okay, um, they were saying that like before he mushed her, they were saying that she pointed at him or something. I don't know. I personally didn't see all that. I'll have to go back and look at that again. But what I'm saying to you is that there are men out here and probably some women, but all I've seen to date was men that are not just going off that video. And they're like, you know what, we need to see more before we provide any type of what's the word? Any type of judgment, if you will. So until they see more and hear more, they're not just going to trust that video as a standalone. So that's what it is. So nothing that I'm making up. You can go on any of these videos out here on the YouTube, and I'm sure you'll find someone that's saying that in these comments. Because not to be not to get off topic, but there's a lot of people that are like, you know what? When women when women say they're being abused or that they're being, assaulted, a lot of times the men say, well, we don't believe the woman. We got to see XYZ, right? So it's just a continuation of that. I'm not saying that it's right, but that's what the world we live in right now when it comes to this kind of stuff. So that's just what you see going on. You can sit here and have a video of a woman getting hit that's clear as day, and you will still have people saying, well, I need to understand why it was done. What did she say? Yet again, trying to blame this woman for her getting hit in the face. That's all that it is. So unfortunately, that is what is happening in society today. You can sit here and get hit in the face, and you're standing there minding your business, talking, using your mouth, like she said, and get hit in the face, and they're gonna still figure out how to blame you as the woman for getting hit in the face. That's what's going on right now, unfortunately. So I know I done said a lot, but I just want to make sure that, I'm not sure what you're disagreeing with. You can disagree with society, and that's cool. Because I'm not agreeing with that either, because I feel like there was no reason to hit that lady. And then she's telling you in the video how he even had a weapon that he gave to somebody else, but they conveniently cut off the video to where you couldn't see that part. So all this is coming together, right? At least it's coming together for me. So Abby says those people are ignorant and delusional. I agree 100%. I really do. Lou said, regardless of what she said, it's crazy that he walked over to her to punch her. Yeah, she said that he went over, like, past several people to do that to her. Yeah, it's insane. And she's like a little lady. I know she said her mom is Filipino. I'm assuming she's black and Filipino. She's probably petite from what you can see. She was saying that she had a busted knee and everything, and all of that. And yeah, it's crazy. So no, I'm interested to see um if his reputation gets impacted, because a lot of people are saying, well, that's how he is, that's what he does. Like, people make excuses for that behavior for certain people, unfortunately. Now, had she been of a different race or hue, it may be a different conversation with the people out there, in the internet land, had she been a different race. But because she's black and Filipino, uh, no big deal, right? From their perspective. So if I didn't think that there was something to it, I wouldn't be talking about it. Yeah, but let me let this thing finish here, because he's up here trying to say, Corey Holcomb is trying to say that, oh, her and the lawyer was trying to set him up to shake him down. I don't think so, but like I said, it's convenient that the video became available the day after the court case. If I was her, I would have definitely went and filed an appeal. But I understand, it costs money to retain lawyers and file appeal paperwork. That's probably another $5,000-$10,000. It's not cheap. But the way he's talking about her on this internet, what we're looking at right now, that would have been enough for me to go find that 510K and go get that lawyer to continue my case. Because that's how you fight fire with people like him. So because they didn't have the tape, or the video rather, it's his word against hers, basically. It's a reason why they didn't get that tape until after the fact. Yes, because he's a millionaire, and so he has all this money to pay for lawyers, and she may not have as much money as him. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes when you're dealing with these legal situations, they try to run your pockets dry. They keep doing things so where you got to pay a lawyer, because a lawyer gonna charge you for everything they do, for every email, phone call, because I know firsthand how this works. Yes, so they running her pockets dry, trying to. Okay. She probably should. I would have went and got me a GoFundMe or something, and kept my case going. And maybe with everything going on right now, she might be like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this back going. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what she gonna do. But we're gonna continue looking at these videos because I want to say on my last one I had with her, she kind of gives a little bit of a hint as to what she's thinking about. But let's keep this going.
When you found a way to get in touch with Sean Holly, and I know how, but we ain't gonna even go there right now. When you found a way to get in touch with her, Sean Holly extorts niggas. Sean Holly,
Allegedly.
Tory Lanez is trying to get his $400,000 back from Sean Holly. Sean Holly came on as his lawyer, and then 2 weeks before the trial, just said, I ain't doing shit. After she had his money, and his new lawyers had to scramble and try to put together the case. Why you do that, Sean Holly? Want me to tell you why? Want me to tell you why? I'll save it for later. But we know who you are. We know what you do. Lawyers around town who know how you get down, who got love for me, they told me that bitch gonna try to shake you down, Corey. Sean Holly had
And she
this shit
should.
set up where I wasn't gonna even be able to go to work.
Okay, what's wrong
I
with that?
turned like, oh,
Okay, so this is her and Tasha K. So this came out yesterday, last night. So how convenient did this happen too, right? You know? So yeah, so sounds like when I listened to the entirety of the video of the interview, like they may have filmed this the week prior, the way they kind of made it sound, but I don't know. But I find it interesting that this came out last night. And so this clip right here, Tasha gives a little bit of background as to some Backdoria things. And Miss Christina's gonna also kind of give a little bit more of an accounting of what happened with that when he threatened her back in June, and then what happened when he actually hit her in December. She gives a little bit of background for all of that. So let's go ahead and get into it.
okay. And that night I had time. That night I was like, I got time tonight. You know what I'm saying? So that night, like I literally let him and a bunch of his yes men know all about themselves. And I told him, I was like, you are out here stealing all these new comedian people's jokes. I was like, you are not a writer. Your career is going this way. I was like, you aren't helping put nobody on. Like, you don't let none of these niggas open up for you. I was like, has he let any of y'all open up for him? Any of y'all, please make some noise. And so it was like everybody's quiet, and I'm talking mess to the point where I'm telling him, I even told him, I said, nigga, you are a demon. I said, straight up, you work for the devil. I said, you do not help nobody come closer to Christ. You are not helping the world be a better place. And he was literally like, if anybody love her, you need to come get her before I super sock this bitch. And I'm like, what? Now this nigga is getting violent. He talking violence? And I'm a social worker. So I'm just like, and knowing the laws, I'm just like, this nigga ain't that stupid. Especially
You about to call them crackers.
He is.
Well,
right.
you are the cracker, so you don't need to call nobody. Not that's a compliment.
Yeah, how Tasha K gonna call this girl a cracker talking about that's a compliment. Okay, let me let this keep going. Okay, Tasha K.
But go ahead.
So
Yeah.
he basically threatened me then and was like, if anybody love her, come get her before I super sock this bitch. And so other people were nervous and scared, and was like trying to pull me away and pull me back and put me in the car and really thinking this nigga was about to do something and whatnot. And I was just like, in my mind, I'm like, he talking about he got all this money and boo 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 and he got so much to lose and he the one who's booked and blah blah blah, but yet you talking about hitting a female though, like,
So
and I'm
when was the first time he had threatened to hit you?
Let me just say something. So this was bad. What she's talking about right now was the first threatening of being hit back in June of 2024. But let me tell y'all, I don't have the clip, but what came to mind is I saw today where he was doing an interview with Cam Newton, Corey Holcomb was. And he was talking to Cam about sometimes you gotta discipline the women, okay? And so Ken was like, what? Ken was confused. And you know how he is. So he was confused. Like, and so Corey was like, well, you ain't never had this. He said, no. So this man right here believes in putting his hand on women. Mr. Corey Holcomb. He has said this out his own mouth. So if she has had beef with this man, she said 12 to 15 years. She's had beef with this man. Is what she said. She's known this man 12 to 15 years then, right? Um, from what I've seen over the last few years, because I was trying to find the videos with Kendra G and all that, this man has been the same all these years. So this man, I am not surprised from what I have seen of me knowing of him in the last couple weeks that this man will put his hand on somebody because he has said he believes in disciplining grown women. Go look up the Cam Newton interview if you don't believe me. I don't tell lies over here. I'm just restating what was put on the internet. Let's keep it going.
That was the first time he threatened to hit me in July.
Okay.
In
And
July.
so he didn't get a chance to do it. So what led up to him hitting you at the Improv a couple weeks ago?
Okay, so remember I told you he fell off his scooter, right? So
Yeah.
remember I just told you.
I said his big ass ain't got no business on no scooter. A scooter is for 18-year.
Let me say something. So you hear how she just said, so what led to you what led to him hitting you 2 weeks ago? So that tells me that they did this interview probably in 2024 and that Tasha just released it yesterday. Y'all heard how she said that right there? What led him to hitting you 2 weeks ago? She didn't say, well, what led him to hit you back in December 2024? No, she said 2 weeks ago. So they filmed it. She interviewed her back in December of 2024, and she's just not releasing this video, is what I'm thinking. I could be wrong. I'm just going on what's being said here on the video. Let's keep it going.
College students and shit and small, short Mexicans.
Right, who got balance.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So what did he do? Okay, so I saw him already a couple times since that situation. He said nothing to me, nothing at all, was always looking away or anything like that. So it wasn't until this situation that just happened a couple weeks ago it was like 12:30 in the morning. I'm walking out of the Improv. So now it's like 12:10. December 10th now. And it's 12:30 in the morning. I'm walking out to meet my homegirls in my car. And remember, I just told you that he fell off that scooter and he broke both of his wrists and he fractured some other bones or something like that, right?
In his face?
You said what?
In his arm or his wrist or his face?
Broke
You had
both
pointed
his
to your
wrists.
face.
Oh no,
Okay.
I was just scratching.
Okay.
But he broke both of his wrists and then he fractured some other bones from what I heard, right?
So now he got to hold the scooter with tight wrapped wrists.
Whatever happened, girl, he fell off this thing, right?
He ain't even supposed to be using his wrists.
Yeah, so he fell off the scooter, broke all these bones and everything, and fractured all this other. So basically, the next time he showed up to the Improv, he had the cast on, right? So this is almost like a month later after the fact. So when I saw him through the window, I just went like this, like on my Brandy, I want to be down type thing.
So help me understand. If this man threatened to hit you in June, what, and then he ended up having an accident on the scooter, breaking both his wrists. When you see him, why are you doing all of that, making fun of him and his injuries? Like, I don't think that was wise, especially with somebody you're not cool with. And to me, if somebody has threatened to sock me or whatever he said, super sock me, we not cool. I'm not gonna be talking to you. You're not gonna be in my presence. You're not gonna have no access to me. And I'm definitely not gonna be going out my way doing anything like that. I mean, I get it. That's just being fun, being cute. But sometimes being cute will get you, I guess mushed, huh? I'm just saying that I would not be messing with this fool if I was her. But I know this is in the past. I'm gonna let her continue.
And I was just
Yeah.
like, whatever, because so many people were already making fun of him and his demise and him being broken up and crippled and stuff like that. And I was just like, I'm not gonna like entertain and add on to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not that type of person.
Right.
Even so, I was like, whatever, they can have it. And his co-host, Marcus Smith, is one of the main people who was making fun of him while he was injured, to the point where they had a falling out, right? And that whole
Right.
falling out went viral. It was real nasty, the whole thing, right?
Okay.
So him and Marcus just got cool. This is the first time you're seeing both of them together in front of the Improv
Okay.
this night that all of this also went down. So I come out the Improv, I walk out, and he is looking at me, like looking at me up and down, and I'm standing in one position because my knee is still hurting, busted from that weekend, that Saturday injury that I had. So I have on, it's my 10-year comedy anniversary. So I have on like a dress and like thigh-high boots. I have a fur on. It was freezing outside, and I'm holding my purse and I'm lighting my J. And then, so basically, by the time I'm on my second puff or whatever, he is looking at me, and then I catch him looking at me, but then now he catches me looking at him watching me type thing. So then he goes, "Fuck you looking at, bitch." And I was like, "Oh wow, immediately. This is how we're starting. Immediately, right?" So I was like, all right. And he's 12 feet away from me at this point in time when he starts like this. So he is going, "Fuck you then, bitch. You dirty bitch, your mama a bitch."
With the wrist like this?
So he has the casts are off now. The
Okay.
casts are off now. So right before I got out there, he just told two of my friends, "Oh, I can't even be out here fighting like that because my wrist ain't even all the way healed yet." So he comes and he's like talking, going back and forth, like, "Your mama a hoe." I'm like, "Oh, okay, your mama's a hoe. Like, you a bitch." I'm like, "Okay, you're a bitch." And I'm just like, what are we doing here? This is so childish. And then so then he starts to walk up and gets in my face now. And then he goes like, "I'm ready for any and everything," all like that. Like, look at me, I'm ready for any and everything, all like that. And I was like, "Corey," like, I'm looking up. I'm like, "Corey, what that mean, Corey? Corey, what that mean?" Like, I'm like making fun of him because I'm like, he is really already acting out already in front of all these people. So
Okay.
I'm standing right on the sidewalk, right in front of the Improv, Hollywood Improv door, and I'm not moving at all. I'm standing in one spot the whole time because my knee is messed up. So, and I'm wearing heels I shouldn't be wearing. So all I'm waiting is for my car to pull up, and I'm out. So he's talking mess and going all like this in my face, and then I was like, "You ain't learned yet?" And then he was like, "Fuck you talking about, bitch." I was like, "You didn't learn from the last time you said you was gonna super sock me." Like, cause he was already talking about knocking me out and shit, right already, right? So,
Yeah.
oh God, here we go with this shit again. And so I was just like, "Corey, you're not gonna do nothing." Even people were like talking to him, like, "Corey, you ain't about to let her hype you up and woo woo woo." And then I was like, "Corey, you didn't learn already from the last time?" And he was like, "Fuck you talking about, bitch." I was like, "You don't remember the last time you said you were going to super sock me and you didn't see what God did to you then?" And I was like, and then I did the "I want to be down" Brandy dance in his face again. I said, "You don't remember when
Oh, I would have paid anything to see this go down
girl,
between you and him.
all like this." I went like this. And
And
then I
he's
was
like, "This
like,
bitch, shit, yeah." And
yeah.
he,
Y'all, why Tasha K got them glasses on like that? Why she got them glasses on? Like, she really into this, okay? But like I said, yeah, Okay, let me just let this keep going because it didn't already took place. I don't know why she thought this man wasn't gonna hit her, but I'll hold that thought.
I was
Okay.
like, you don't remember both your wrists getting broke when you said you was gonna slap the super sock the shit out of me? I was like, God didn't tell you I was one of his favorites. He didn't tell
Right.
you to leave me alone. I said, please believe you keep this up and it's only going to get worse for you. I promise you that. So he was still talking shit, all woo woo woo, da 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 da. It's people all in front of us. He reaches over two people and walks up to hit me in my face. Like, and folks are just like, wow. So then the security dude, the security guard, who was standing right there in between us, he grabs him and then hits him with like a 1-2, and then Corey's starting to fall back, and then Corey's little yes men jumped the security guard at the improv. So then it becomes it's 4-on-1, but really with Corey it's 5-on-1, and then you got Joe Torre's son, Cam Torre, um, side swiping, like, like a football move, like when they,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So he does that to the security guard whose name is Jamel, and he knocks him over. So he falls to the ground, and now it's like 6 guys on one stopping the security guard who tried to step in for me after Corey Holcomb.
Cause I was gonna say, where your niggas at? How many niggas you got living in that house with you, child? I was gonna say, where the fuck them niggas at?
Well, it was like maybe 5 people with me.
He
So
should have even gotten that close to you to even hit you. It should have been.
it was definitely like people in between, and then my homegirl went to go get the car, and then my other homegirl, she grabbed my stuff that was like out, like my jacket and my purse and my box and stuff
Right.
like that. So it was like, and then the other guy who was with us, Jerry Law, was just making sure nobody else tried to you know whatever. So he was trying to help break up the fight as well. There were some good people out there who definitely tried to jump in afterwards to try to break up the fight. But because Jamel was right there, he was able to, grab Corey, and then he did get in a couple hits. So
So Corey, ultimately, it was like a brawl.
it
Is
turned
what it.
it turned into Jamel getting jumped by Corey and Corey's yes men. It was Corey and 5 other guys on Jamel, who's the head security, one of the head security people at the Hollywood Improv, and he's
Now
also
let me ask y'all a question, cause y'all doing all this, your mama this, your mama that. Was y'all high? Was y'all high? Because I heard that you be down there selling some of the best edibles ever outside this comedy club. Is that true?
oh, I mean, like, of course, like, yes, I make edibles and whatnot like that. That isn't
They say they good.
that isn't a secret, and
No, but they say they good.
years. Yeah, they're great. And my grandfather and his business had me doing that as well. And
Okay.
it's a family
So you a
business.
social worker, but you make great edibles.
Yes, I do. I do. And I make my own butter. And,
You make your own butter.
I've been in like, car accidents and whatnot. And
Yeah.
my dad's a nutritionist. So he was like,
So they help with the pain management and stuff.
gotta get you
So
back.
what type of edibles you make? You put sugar in them? Are they sugar free? What?
We do everything. We do stuff for diabetic patients, cancer patients,
What?
and we give stuff away to the homeless as well, because we're like, hey, you might as well smoke this instead of crack. You feel me?
Uh, yeah, I don't know much about edibles. I don't know anything about that, but she said that she got some of the best stuff out there, I guess, in LA. And I guess she made something with butter too. Okay. But yeah, Tasha K funny. She'll be asking her, well, y'all hide there. Lord help her. But yeah, that was so she just pretty much gave an accounting of what kind of happened leading up to being hit in December of 2024, and then the exchange of what was said back in June of that same year. So yeah, I guess she gotta decide now if she's going to try to, revive that case that ended up being closed. But since she now has, well, she already had the video, I mean, the day after. So it's like she just chose not to, move forward with it. But, you know, if Anton is really about doing his own case, he may be like, you know what, we can add yourself to mine too. I got the bill since he's a millionaire. So I don't know, y'all. We'll see, what happened with that. And we'll look at this video one last time of what happened. And maybe I can see where the guy was saying how she pointed her finger. I did not see that, but we're gonna look at this one more time. Let's keep it going. Y'all, I'm looking at it on my tablet. Okay, I think I see where she might have raised her hand, but I don't think that I saw it to where she touched him or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So I saw the little wannabe down hand she keep talking about. I saw that. Yeah. Like I said
A video is
Thursday. Y'all. These people are operating off a different type of mindset, right? They're operating off of respectability, common sense, whatever you want to call it, right? And you can't expect everybody to operate like you do. So you can sit here and think that because, well, I'm a lady, he's not going to hit me. These men will hit you, as you just saw in this video. They will hit you with very minimal provocation. So you can sit here if you want to, and think they're not gonna hit you or they're not gonna touch you or whatever. But they will. They will, as you can see, they do. So yeah, so Abby says edibles aren't my thing either. Corey said these dudes too old to be trying to fight. Abby said she didn't hit Corey, and he said exactly Corey. Yep, that's what I'm saying, Abby. Like somebody was saying that she did a finger. I saw her hand raised, but I can't really make out what she did, and I don't think she touched him. But that's what I'm saying. When you have people out here that are, you know, figuring out how to blame this on this woman, unfortunately. So that's what these people do these days. So what they say, the black woman is the most unprotected. There's some truth to that, unfortunately. Now, all things King Nicole asked me to look into this Kendra G and Corey Holcomb situation that happened. I did the research, and my homegirl is not here. Okay, but I'm still gonna do the reaction. So, we're gonna go ahead and get into that then. Unless y'all got something else y'all want to talk about regarding this whole Christina and Corey thing. I'm interested to see where this is gonna go. When she did the TMZ interview, she seemed very undecided about what she's gonna do and how she wants to proceed. So um, I just hope that she, is able to do what she wants to do and she gets some justice in this thing. So I'm hoping, that what's his name? Anton might reach out to her, hopefully, and they can do a little collab with the legal situation. Um, But yeah, Corey was saying that he feel like people are trying to, take him down. I mean, but you're giving them the materials to do so. You know what I'm saying? Like people can't take you down, um, not in this way unless you're giving them the materials. Like you sitting up here bringing that man's wife and daughter, his minor child, and all that good stuff. Well, not good stuff, rather. You're sitting up here hitting this lady, and who knows what else he's been up here doing that nobody has mentioned about. You know. So yeah, like When you up like these, it's not that you know what they're too old to be trying to fight, but they have too much money to be doing stupid stuff. Like when you're making this kind of money, you cannot be out here fighting people, let alone doing things where people will want to sue you because you got something that they want. They want that money. They want that money. You know what I'm saying? Like he making so it's a money grab. No, you hit that lady. It ain't no money grab. That's called pain and suffering. That's called restitution. Okay, you just sit here and put this man, minor child, on the internet, call little girl a man and stuff. Like, yeah, they gonna come for you because you got something, sir. So you, as a person with money, you can't be sitting out here just acting like you a regular ninja off the street. And for whatever reason, he feel like he this real ninja, like he back in Chicago working the block or whatever they want to call it. No, sir, you need to be thinking about your money and protecting your brand and your bag. There's always somebody who want to take your spot. And if you don't know that and you're this big time comedian, then you slow. That's all I got on that. You slow. Mm. Lou said when keeping it real goes wrong. Yes. That's the problem. People be trying to keep it real. They want to stay true to the streets. But sir, you not in the streets no more. You allegedly are this multimillionaire person. So you can't keep operating like you were when you were in the streets because you got more to lose. Okay? Same thing when it comes to Anton. Like Anton gotta understand, he got all this money, you got a wife and you got kids. These internet streets ain't for the meek and the mild hearted. They're not. So people gonna be coming for you and what you have. When I was looking at that video the other day, with people that were talking about the whole Anton and Corey situation, a lot of people do not like Anton because they say he think he's the king. They don't like people who, what's the words? My words are they don't like people that are confident, that have worked and got it out the mud and talk about it because they may be saying, hey, I was once here and now I'm here. You can do it too. You have some people, in this case, these were men. Well, he think that he better than everybody. He think that he the king. He think this. He think that. That's why I'm riding with Corey. Well, that's really some sucker stuff. Like you should look at the situation, and despite what you think of him as a person, his character, and how he get down with making his money, you should look at it and say, hey, this man should not have put this man's wife and daughter on this internet in part of this beef. Like the humanity, the human part could have came out. But no. They don't like him because he think he the king. They literally put that in writing. That's why I don't like this man because of that. So when they say that women are petty, let me tell you, there are some petty men out there. That's why I don't speak in holistic terms or general terms because you have men out there that are as petty, if not pettier, than women. When you talk about women being emotional, men are emotional. If you didn't see this whole debacle with Anton and Corey, that's emotional, baby. Oh yeah, nothing but emotion. Yes. Then this man sitting up here getting mad at that lady and hitting her in the face. Lack of self-control. Okay. But they will tell you that men excel at these things. Now I will agree. Some men do, and some women do excel, but not all. So when people start talking about like, oh well, men are this or that, I cannot agree because you're speaking from a place of ignorance. Because you can't sit here and say that all men are a certain way because they are not all that. Like you got these homosexuals out here. But you know what? I hope they got somewhere to stay these next couple days with this winter storm coming through. So Abby says, then he has the nerve to say I'm being targeted, but he brought the heat on himself. Exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I call victim mentality. You do these things and then you wonder why people are coming to collect, if you will. It's called coming to collect. That's why you don't sit here and put the target on your back. You sit here and you understand what your position is and you move accordingly. But he don't understand it because he think he's still in the streets of Chicago and that he's not this big time comedian making real money. He don't understand the difference. That's a lot of people. You have a lot of people that, get out the hood and make it and they still want to act like they in the hood. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, you can't be going back to the hood unless you Master P. Cause Master P can be anywhere in New Orleans and he walk around them chains without security. Okay, that Master P can do it, but everybody don't have this the street cred like Master P. Okay. But yeah, you have folks who be making all this money, they want to go back to their hood and wonder why they get robbed. Like seriously, don't let somebody from Selma, from a small town in Selma, have to put you on game. You should know this, especially at this age. Here you go, Abby. They don't like people that bring up entitled energy. I guess not. Then I mean, some people may call it entitled, or it could be somebody who's proud of their success. It depends on how people want to look at the coin. Yeah, a lot of folks don't like that. They be straight jealous because of what you have, as if you didn't work hard for it. I deal with it all the time. I mean, I don't make the kind of money that those two dudes make, but I ain't doing bad for what I do have going on. I tell you that. But okay, y'all. So we're gonna move on, and we're gonna bring up Corey and Kendra. And so at first, I really wasn't sure what the beef was because all things Key Nicole didn't tell me. So I think I found it. I think it pertained to this Tamron Hall interview that Kendra did. And Corey has some words for her about it. I do believe that he took some things out of context personally. So we're gonna go ahead and get into that and we can chat about it. We're gonna start off with Kendra's video because she pulls in some of the clips from when Corey was talking bad about her, so that way I could cut down on my video stuff. So let's get that played.
I want to talk about the sister Kendra G. She made a goddamn fool out of herself.
Today, I'm going to give a gift to Corey Holcomb. Oh, Corey Holcomb, you're going out sad, baby. You are going out sad. But this is my gift to you because I know this is what you wanted. Because this is how you pay your bills, off of content from the internet. And it's just so sad because, we just had so much high hopes from you. Like, you could have been in the list of Chicago comedian legends that came to LA and did big things. Look at Lil Rel. Oh, the career is just going up and up. Late night talk shows, movies. Deion Cole, Chicago legend, just hosted the Image Awards, countless TV shows, working with Oprah in movies. D. Ray Davis, the resume is too long for me to even say in this conversation. Countless TV shows, tours around the world. Then we have Corey Holcomb, a Chicago YouTuber. You could have stayed in Chicago for this shit. I mean, you didn't have to move to California to be a YouTuber, Corey. Now, I really thought long and hard before doing this video.
Hold on. So did she just say, she put on here when she pulled up his name that no nothing found, no images found, career not successful enough. Lord, when I tell you, she done pulled up all the greats, I guess, from Chicago to kind of compare him to them. I'm like, ain't that something? And yes, you're right, Abby. They are both from Chicago. That's correct. She used to be a radio host out there in Chicago before she made the big trip to California. And he has came on to her show a few times before they had this spat, if you will. Let's keep it going.
Because I know this is what you want because this is how you pay your bills. And I know giving you attention indirectly helps you because it gives you content to talk about. But that's why I'm calling this video my gift to you. This will help you pay your mortgage next month. Okay? Okay. Let's get into it. Now, recently, Corey Holcomb tried to break down my Tamron Hall interview on his show, but he tried to slander my name on purpose, intentionally, by presenting the Tamron Hall interview I did in a wrong manner. Okay? Tamron Hall personally invited me on her show to break down different dating trends and different dating styles. Tamron Hall says at the top of the show, I'm going to go to these two women, me and another young lady, to break down different dating trends and styles. Take a look.
Okay, so my team found 2025's most talked about dating trends and catchphrases. These ladies are going to break it down. I gave you some of them at the beginning of the show, so don't feel badly if you've never heard of them, because I had never heard of them either.
The first one that Tamron Hall does is called future proofing, and she asked me directly, Kendra G, to break it down. Take a listen.
And I didn't look them up because I want to know how you define them. Future proofing.
Yes.
Kendra.
Oh, you gotta have a job. You have to have an ambition that's gonna go somewhere for sure. I wanna see W-2 forms. I wanna see success records. I wanna meet your mama. I wanna know where you live. Is it in your name? And I'm talking from the woman's perspective.
Yeah.
So they're like, I don't wanna make you be already made. I don't got clay. I'm not magic.
But guys don't want that either. They don't want to make us.
Well, true, but the thing with guys...
And they don't want a broke lady.
Well, no, I don't know though. Some men...
Guys, I'm speaking...
I don't think men want a broke lady, but they...
I hold on. Let me just say something on this. I wasn't gonna comment on this part actually, but some men do want a broke lady. Because they'll be saying, "Oh, well, I'll get a lady that work at the what that place called, at the Waffle House or at the McDonald's drive-through, and I'll get with her and I'll change her life." So yeah, these dudes ain't. And but then when the lady get smart enough to see that this man ain't what he need to be doing, he ain't treating her right, and then she leave with half of his assets, they get mad because see the problem they haven't figured out how to properly treat somebody. That's what the problem is. So they'll get somebody who they think needs some money, who's broke, if you will. They're gonna be just so grateful. Oh, you took me out of the McDonald's, out of the Subway, okay, and then wonder why when the lady has enough of the BS they've been dealing with, why they leaving with something. That's what they be getting mad about. So yeah, there are some men who purposefully try to date women that don't make as much as they do, or that doesn't make, they're making like minimum wage, which is fine. But I'm just saying that is the mindset that they had. We're gonna take her out of this situation. I'm gonna uplift her, and then I'm gonna still treat her the way I want to treat her, because she should be grateful that I gave her my last name. She should be grateful for this. And guess what? When she's no longer grateful, if you will, when she's tired of the BS and the poor treatment and she leave, then they get mad. Then they gonna say they were blindsided. Well, I don't understand why she left. She's just not happy. Like, no, people don't leave because they're not happy. They may say that, but there's other things that you're doing or not doing that are contributing to that unhappiness. Because men leave for not being happy too. Look at Desmond Scott. Let me keep this going. Exactly, Abby. They definitely do this. They can have control over the women. You're 100% correct. That's right. They want to have control because she doesn't have any money. They think she can't go anywhere. Yeah. And they probably try to also affect the self-esteem too, probably. But when these women get some sense and they get tired of what this man is doing and they leave, they're going to leave with something more than what they came with. Then you're going to have the men on the internet talking about, oh, well, she left me. She was unhappy. Women they don't marry for love. That lady probably did marry you for love, but you can't sit here and mistreat nobody and think they're going to continue to still want to be there. Like, it's crazy how these people be thinking of him on this internet. Like, they just be having talking points. I guess it's called pandering. Pandering must be the thing. I'm gonna keep it real over here. I ain't pandering to nobody. I'm not getting paid to be here. I'm just telling you what I think over here. But yeah, it's definitely control. I agree 100% on what it is. But then these dudes, they don't want to admit that they're trying to control. They'll say it's everything else but what it really is. That right there. Let me keep this going.
I want a lady that's gonna be too expensive. You know, wigs is $2,000, lashes is $300.
Okay,
You know, shoes is $1,000.
are you easing into high maintenance?
Yes, well, I think that, yeah.
I did not know that wigs cost $2,000 and that lashes are $300. I mean, $2,000 for a wig? If there's anybody out there that knows anything about this, please chime into the comments, because I did not know that people pay $2,000 for a wig. I did not know that. $300 for some lashes? Didn't know that either. That's, as you can tell, I don't pay that. So yeah.
Yeah, that's real high. Real high.
And
But
you're owning, so 2025 people are owning the high maintenance?
well, women feel like this is what I do for myself, so a man has to be able to do the same or more.
Why can't you keep doing it for yourself?
I agree with you, Tamron, but they're like, why if you here? If a man is here, why am I
But you're
doing
not here
me?
for my wigs.
But they're feeling like this. Okay, I'm showing up for you. I'm giving you my energy. I am in your presence. You should pay for this. Now, I'm not saying I agree with
wait a minute.
Controversial.
This is getting spicy in here.
but I'm with you, Tamron, because I feel like I got my own money.
Don't back up now, kid.
Now, Corey Holcomb takes a portion of that interview and he intentionally makes edits to make it appear that I'm talking about myself, opposed to answering the question of what is future proofing. Take a look.
Well, just go to drivetime.com, get approved, and you can personalize your real terms on any car.
So I can seriously customize.
I'm going to get in trouble for this, but I don't care. It's too funny. I had to say something about it. I want to talk about the sister Kendra G. She's a girl who used to do radio in Chicago that I met on the radio in Chicago. And I think she really flopped when she went on this show with Tamron Hall. And I'm going to just play the clip first and let people watch. They might see what I'm talking about. So can we play that clip?
I don't think she flopped.
All right, give it to me.
Just speaking because I heard you say it.
I don't think men want a broke lady, but they also don't want a lady that's going to be too expensive. You know, wigs is $2,000, lashes is $300.
Okay,
So
are you easing into high maintenance?
Yes, well, I think that, yeah, that's real high.
And you're owning, so 2025 people are owning the high maintenance?
Well, women feel like this is what I do for myself, so a man has to be able to do the same or more.
Why can't you keep doing it for yourself?
I agree. Why, if you here? If a man is here, why am I?
But you're not here for my wigs.
But they're feeling like this. Okay, I'm showing up for you. I'm giving you my energy. I am in your presence. You should pay for this. Now,
I just speaking because I heard.
Stop.
That's crazy.
She made a goddamn fool out of herself.
now, if you watch the interview back, you will see that there's a moment when Tamron says, well, why can't, the woman just pay for the wigs herself? I said, I agree with you, Tamron. I do for myself, so a man has to be able to do the same or more.
Why can't you keep doing it for yourself?
I agree with you, Tamron, but they're like, why if you here? Well, in order for Corey to drive this narrative, he edited that one key part out. I feel like this is what I do for myself, so a man has to be able to do the same or more.
Why can't you keep doing it for yourself?
I agree. Why if you here?
So I will say that, I mean, Kendra G is correct. There are women that do think that way. They do expect their partner to pay for their maintenance. Yeah. I mean, she wasn't lying. There are women, not all women, and as she states here, she's not saying that she requires that, but she's saying that there are women that do want their spouse or their partner to pay for their $2,000 wigs and their $300 eyelashes and their $200 nails. And she was correct. And I will say that when Corey then replayed that clip, they did leave out certain words. So I can see why she's saying that he edited the clip, or it conveniently didn't play. But at the end of the day, when people want to make a point, they're going to do what they need to do to make the point. They'll sit there and twist your words and all that good stuff to make the point that they want to make. So I'm not surprised by that. So yeah, I mean, she clear as day said that. I agree with you, Tamron, but that part was not played during Corey's commentary. So I see where Abby says that Kendra G thinks and believes she knows what a man is looking for, and if she knows this, why is she single? Dudes ain't checking for her. I thought that she had a roster, if I'm not mistaken, where she was dating multiple dudes. I mean, no, she's not married, but I thought that she said she was dating several dudes or whatever. I could be wrong. I don't really watch her show, her dating show. But that's what I've heard from reviewing, trying to find things to figure out what the beef was between her and Corey Holcomb. So I don't know. But I mean, if you go on the internet, these dudes will tell you what they're looking for. But at the end of the day, um, it depends on the dude that you're dealing with, what he's looking for. All dudes and women want something different. It's not the same. So you can be with a dude over here that wants somebody that's all natural, but the dude over there might be like, oh well, I don't mind if a girl got some got a wig on, or if she got, the BBL, or some people say, well, if you don't have BBL, you don't look expensive. I've seen all this mess on the internet. So, depending on who you dating, what they looking for. So I mean, it just depends. So that's why, as far as I'm concerned, I'm gonna just be me and do what I like to do. And whoever like it, they'll pull up on me as they tend to do. So yeah, I'm not worried about personally trying to meet an aesthetic. I'm gonna be the aesthetic that I want to be, and those who like it are gonna come up to me and let me know. That's kind of how I've been operating all my life. So that's why I don't see need to be going on to any kind of show trying to get any type of insight, because I don't need that. Those people, there's some sketchy folks be coming on her show sometimes. I was like, that's interesting as to why these folks are on here. I don't know. But Abby said he don't believe she got a roster. Okay. He said that's unheard of, ridiculous. A lot of folks have rosters. That's what they be doing out here now. They be dating more than one person. So yeah, I mean, personally, I don't think we will ever know if she really does have rights, because if I was her, if I was in her position, I would keep all of that private. Anybody I dated would be private. They would not be on this internet. As a matter of fact, in my position as I am in today, right now, I'm not gonna put nobody I'm dating on the internet. You'll never know. If I'm dating somebody, not dating somebody, you would not know. They're not gonna be on my page like that. Mm-mm. Because as you can tell, when it comes to, like, when it came to the whole Anton Daniels thing, people might have, because I mean, people come on my platform regularly and say things to me that's out of pocket, right? So yeah, I'm not trying to attach anybody to me to where people can try to, like, say negative things. My sister-in-law has a much bigger platform than mine. She's been doing YouTube for over 10 years now, and she got into a beef with somebody that she was cool with, a fellow YouTuber, and it got to the point where they were calling my brother's job and my sister-in-law's job about this internet beef. Like, people have no chill. So I'm like, that's why, me personally, I mean, she has a family channel now, so people know what he does and what she does, because she talks about all that. Which, to me, you got to keep some things private, because you do have people out there that don't want you to be successful, and they will go and call your employer trying to get you fired. They sure did. That's a true fact right there. So no, will anybody ever really know what I got going on personally? I doubt it. You're gonna have to see me out in the street to figure that out. You won't see it on here. But anyway, let me keep this going.
Is here. Why am I? But you're not here for my wigs. Because had he kept that in the interview, he would have revealed I was never talking about myself. Baby, I got enough money to take care of myself. I'm so thankful to God that I don't need no man to live the way that I want to live in this world. I am a blessed woman, okay? Very blessed and very grateful. I can buy my own wigs, my own lashes, my own shoes. I can do whatever I want to do and happy to do so. So to try to paint the narrative that I said a man has to do that to be in my presence is just a lie. Now, here's another really funny moment because, see, Corey Holcomb thought the joke was on me. Whole time, the joke is on you. Because there's also a moment in that interview when Tamara says, well, a man doesn't want a broke woman.
They don't want that either. They don't want to make us.
Well, true, but the thing with guys...
And they don't want a broke lady.
Well, no, I don't know, though. Some men...
Guys, I'm speaking...
And I said, well, I took a moment. Because actually, Corey, you came to mind. You are on record saying you only date women who are in poverty-stricken situations because you can control them. They can afford to leave you. You represent men who prey on women who are less fortunate. These are words that you have said out of your own mouth.
Curious to know this. You keep mentioning women in poverty. Why? Like, what's your...
Well, I'm older now. I'm not as young as I used to be. So, women in poverty, I can control them better. A girl who can't afford to say, fuck you, Corey, I'm gone. She just can't afford to do it. So, I take advantage of that. Now, that might be wrong, but her poverty and my needs, most of the time, it even out. I don't really need a lot of their time. And they don't tell me to fuck off because they know when I come over, they children can get some...
Hold up, God damn.
Some outlet Jordans. Girls in poverty, because they have a deficiency. Poverty is a deficiency out here in America. I can fix your little deficiency if you do what I want you to do. I think it's an even exchange.
Another moment from the Corey Holcomb interview I want to break down. This was the part that had me laughing the most. Now, he proceeds to talk about my attraction level, and he says that Tamara Hall is a bad woman, and I agree. Tamara Hall is extremely beautiful. But I, on the other hand, am not as attractive.
I want to tell Kendra G something that she really needs to stop pretending about this as well. Tamara Hall is a bad...
Super bad.
Her problems ain't your problems. Kendra, if a motherfucker wake up arguing with you, you're gonna be like, get your monkey ass out my face. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying?
Now that doesn't bother me. Man, you could call me a 0. It would not hurt my feelings, okay? You could call me a -5. I would not care because who's ever judging me, I don't want you back. So we have a match. You don't want me, I don't want you. But the reason why it's funny for Corey Holcomb to say that, Corey Holcomb is on record trying to holler at me for years. Years. I have receipts. I have public receipts.
So, Abby, your comment didn't make it on YouTube. They blocked it, but you're saying that he takes advantage of it by tricking on women. Yeah. I mean, you said it before, you know. He be tricking on them, trying to control, you know, different people do that. Not necessarily him, but, you know, that's what some do. Not all. Because you got to earn it the way that's his favorite term. You got to earn something, okay? But let me go into her receipts that she has of him trying to get with her because he has done that a couple times.
Actually, Corey Holcomb was on my dating show trying to holler at me. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
But what's up with you?
I'm not available, Corey, but you and I are not a good... This is not way I would ever date a person like you, Corey.
Why, what you looking for?
No, I'm going to invite you to my wedding, Corey.
I wouldn't go because I'll be trying to flirt with you when he go to the bathroom. You got a boyfriend?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, I got to wait this out again. One of these years, I'm going to get you.
I was single for a very long time.
I'll be tricking, too.
Okay,
be
You do?
I'm a trick. I see the struggle in them. That's
But-
what I chase strugglers.
All right, Corey Holcomb is hanging out with us.
I chase strugglers. Why would I chase a girl? Look, you got a job. You see how hard it is for me to get with you?
You got a job.
I've been trying to smash her since I saw her, but it just...
Yo!
Never happened.
Hey, yo!
All them radio girls, when they lose their radio job, I get them.
No, you won't get me ever. 'Cause
10
I'm
years
like,
from now,
No, 10 years
you
from now.
belong to me.
Whatever.
Corey Holcomb in the studio, Chicago. We are coming right.
You know what? Let me break down the last interview I just played, because in that interview, Corey says out of his own mouth, he's been trying to have sex with me for years, but because I have a job, I won't go. But one day I'll lose my radio job and then I will belong to him. Well, let me talk about the facts. I didn't lose my radio job. I actually quit my radio job. That is when the Kendra G hate began from Corey. I've been hosting my dating show for 5 years. I just showed you Corey Holcomb was once on my show. No one cared. No one cared about my little old dating show when it was just on Instagram. But as I grew, the jealousy, the envy for my success grew. In the beginning of this, I said, this is my gift to Corey Holcomb, because I know in the end, this really works in his favor, because he's only relevant when relevant people speak about him, which he knows how to make money off of content. So that's why this is your gift. But Corey, I just gotta be honest with you. I know you're the comedian, but you're also the joke. Only people who are miserable follow your page because misery loves company. Anybody with any sense, anybody with any merit, they are praying that their daughters never date a man like you. They are praying that their sons never grow up to be sad and a loser like you. You literally are the joke. And it's actually really sad. You could have been so much more successful, like a D-Ray, a Little Rel, oh my God, Deion Cole, but you will never reach their heights. You are a YouTuber. Oh. The end. Oh, listen, bonus content. I almost forgot. Okay, let's talk about this. Kendra G trying to be Kevin Samuels. People, Kendra G runs her own company. I own my own dating app. I host an online dating show. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did Kevin Samuels have transgender people on his show? Did Kevin Samuels have married couples looking to add a person to their relationship on his show? Did Kevin Samuels, and I don't know this, did he ever have people that met from his show, then got married and had babies? I don't know too much, but I don't think he did any of that. I think he was a consultant to women who were asking for advice. I host a dating show and I own a dating app, Kendra G Singles. Download it now. One more bonus for the men and women who support Corey Holcomb. So you're saying you support a man who feels at times it might be justified that a man disciplines his woman. I'll let him explain what he means when he says discipline his woman.
It's a joke, or was this the truth? You holding somebody's head to the window? Because
I would never hold a girl head to the window unless she had it coming. So are you saying, Mr. Newton, you have never had to physically discipline a woman?
Never.
Oh my God.
Because I'm going to tell you, in my situation,
you can't.
Somebody would have came out and said, Cam has physically abused me.
There's a vetting process that comes when dealing with a woman from this Western world. Sometimes you have to demonstrate. Now, if you got to demonstrate time after time after time, you are right. This is not somebody that you have the power to vet into what you need her to be. If you have to always, we're gonna use the word demonstrate. I think people know what I'm talking about. If you always gotta demonstrate with her, then that's not your girl, man. Leave that alone. But there are women out here who understand, this man treats me good. He treats the kids I came with good. He's a good brother, he does this. But when I push him, he demonstrates. So I'm not gonna do that no more.
So can we please put a microscope to when you say demonstrate? What does that mean?
Discipline.
In what regard?
Physical discipline is something that is the last resort.
No.
It's the last resort. I'm just giving you my point of view.
Okay, I'm gonna give you mine when you.
It's the last resort, but it might be necessary sometimes.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's your king?
Not mine.
Man, that's who you want to be like? That's who you want your daughter to date and marry one day?
Absolutely.
Ladies,
not.
that's the man that you want to date?
Nope.
Baby, I ain't got nothing left. Take this gift, Corey Holcomb, run with it, repurpose it. I know what you're going to say. I ain't never want to be with you. I just trying to smash. I know. You couldn't do that. Corey, I would become a lesbian before I would have ever dated you.
Ooh,
ever.
Not
I
lesbian.
would have dated a horse, a whale, a dog before I would have ever dated you, boo. Ever.
Okay.
Our new Kendra G Singles dating app is available now on iPhones and Android phones. Just go to your App Store or Google Play Store and download now.
Okay, girl. She would have dated a horse, a whale, or a dog before getting with Corey. Okay. So we got Abby saying that he just ratted on himself indirectly. I mean, he just stated he didn't rat. He just said what he believed in and what he do. Like, he don't see nothing wrong with it. That's the point. Like, this man don't see nothing wrong with how he operates. His code of ethics is what he thinks is accurate. So he just gonna tell you what he gonna tell you. So I don't know. So I do have the reaction that he had to Kendra G's video. You know, he had to come back with something. So we're gonna get into that for a hot second. And yeah, he wasn't gonna just not be quiet on that.
Yeah. Way to bring that up, D.
Sorry, guys.
So let me go and get to this sucker shit. It's a wig wearing gremlin who mad at me because I brought up something about her. That lady, Kendra G. You remember I brought up how I felt like she made a fool out of herself on Tamron Hall?
Yeah.
So she made a video to try to knock me and act like I came at her and everything. So I want to address it because it's fun to me.
Right.
I mean, like, I'm not mad at
Come on.
Kendra G, because whenever we talk one-on-one, I saw that she wasn't that sharp. Like, she used to be on the radio in Chicago, and I used to be like, oh, this is a knucklehead.
Right.
And our interviews would show that she's a knucklehead. But she really got mad when I spoke on how she made herself look bad on Tamron Hall show. So she was like, oh, Corey's career is nothing. Little Rail and Deion Cole and D-Ray, they're superstars. And she said, Corey's just a YouTuber. I want to say something about that first. Yeah. Listen, whatever I do in the game, I'm from 5266 South State, apartment 1208, Robert Taylor home.
Okay.
Nigga, I beat the game. I beat the motherfucking game. Whatever you say about my career, I don't care about that. I come from a place where they motherfucking know how to make the elevator stop, put a gun through the damn thing, and rob you. I come from nothing.
Let me say this. So, I mean, when she made the comment saying he's just a YouTuber, I was like, okay, she was trying to dig at him. I mean, but the reality is that they're both doing stuff on YouTube. Like, yeah, she does have her dating app. and all of that, and she's on the Instagram and whatnot too. But so is he, and he does his shows where he goes out around the country performing. So yeah, she was trying to dig at him a little bit with that. Well, you're just a YouTuber comment. So, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. Some people just that's part of the game. They're gonna try to hurt you. So that's what she tried to do, and clearly she hit a nerve based off his reaction right here.
You can't dig at me with, he's only a YouTuber. I mean, I know some YouTubers that make some bread, right?
Millions, yeah.
I'm talking about, Shawty, that was desperate. But listen, I want to tell you, Kendra G, every time you open your mouth and speak independently, you make a fool out of yourself. You're better at cut, paste, copy. Like Kevin Samuel's show. You cut it, pasted, and copied it with your version of it, and that's how you found a way. But when you speak independently, you look bad. So that's one thing. Then she tried to make it seem like I edited a video. I don't know how to edit video.
You did edit something.
I've never edited a video in my life.
Your team did.
LIFEA. Life.
Your team edited it.
I've never edited a video. I don't know how to edit video. We watch stuff we see online and we react to it with a lot of these videos. I'm sorry. I know your thing was Corey goes out and he edits something. First of all, nobody had to edit that video because this is what this lady Kendra G does. I'm going to say this. Kendra G has a lot of bottom dwellers on her show that she interviews, but she acts like she's not a bottom dweller. But the people she interviews, she's the exact same person, but she acts like she's above them by copy, pasting, and cutting Kevin Samuel's points.
Let me say this. So I understand that he's trying to take a dig at her by talking about her audience, but I'm sure some of those same people are people that support him as well. With his real ninja, antics and persona. And on top of that, I really don't see, I mean, I used to watch Kevin Samuels quite a bit. I caught most of his shows, and Kevin Samuels was not a dating show. Kevin Samuels did not have it where, I mean, yeah, you gave him your weight, height, that kind of thing, so he can kind of assess you to an extent, rate you, if you will, but you weren't going on there to find, to be seen for someone to, want to pick you to date or anything like that. She has an actual dating show. Kevin Samuel's show was more about people getting advice. Initially, it was about giving males advice. He was an image consultant initially, right? So he was not a dating channel. So yeah, I mean, there may be some aspects of what she does, like when she asks you for, like, okay, let me do the Kendrick Cam, let me see you. Because I mean, people want to see what you look like. If you're going to do a dating show, they want to see what the merchandise is, for lack of a better phrase, right? So I don't think necessarily she has the same type of platform as Kevin Samuels. I think that was just another dig. But if you're going to dig at somebody, it needs to be a dig that's actually factual to some degree, if that makes sense. But that's just my opinion. What do you guys think in the comments? Do you think that her dating show is the same as Kevin Samuels' show when he rated people, men and women, on what they had going on? Because a lot of what Kevin Samuels said, I thought was pretty factual. I think a lot of the issue was with how he delivered the information, but the info was stuff I had already knew my whole life for the most part, my whole adult life, particularly. But anyway, let me just keep this going and see what else he comes back with.
Kevin Samuels created that show, and he's not here to sue you. So you're able to do basically what Kevin Samuels did, and it's working. You ask me, it's working because you a lady.
I guess.
Yeah, it's working because you a lady. But When you get to acting like you're better than those women that's on your show, because the lady Tamron Hall asked her points, and she was like, I agree with you, Tamron, but you don't agree with her. Because Tamron Hall was like, men are not here for your wig. Men don't want a broke lady. And then she made a real fool out of herself when she said,
So it's not that Kendra G didn't agree with Tamron. What she was doing was providing the perspective of the women that come on her platform. That's I'm assuming that's why she was invited to be on the show. So yeah, like she said, I agree with you, Tamron, but she was letting her know what the folks who come on her show, what they're looking for, how they're thinking, that type of thing. So I mean, if she wanted a woman's opinion, she could have got any woman to come on the show and give their opinion on XYZ, but she went to people who are in the dating field, Kendra and the other lady who she had on the stage. But that is my 2 cents. And I don't know if Kendra believes she's better than anybody because I don't watch her show, so I can't give any kind of commentary on that.
if I'm here with you and you're around me, you have to pay for that. This isn't exactly how she said it, but she said her presence, you have to pay for it, which is why you called her a hooker.
Right.
If a woman is charging you for her presence, you a hooker.
Straight up.
What is the argument with that? See, people want to act like Corey is crazy and he say all kind of stuff out of bounds. If you charge me to be with you, you're a hooker. But I remember, hey, Kendra G, remember when you was sipping the thing? Like after you thought you made a point, you'll be sipping something. You stole that from somebody. What do you do that's original? Another point. I got to make this point. She said, I only date broke women. I date broke women, rich women, autistic women, Down syndrome women.
Now stop.
You name it. You can get it from me. That's not something I'm proud of.
What does that say about him that anybody can get it? No matter what. Anybody can get it. What does that say about him? I'll let y'all marinate on that. And I'm glad he said he's not proud of that. Because I mean, honestly, what does that say about you? So you went on people's platforms saying that, you want to deal with the struggle women, you want to deal with the women who don't have no money. And then when someone states what you've already said it about yourself, now you want to expand. Well, I date rich women, broke women, Down syndrome women, da da da. I mean, you're not doing all that, sir. You're just trying to make a point.
I don't have a type in any way. Any way. You see that lady who lives on the streets now because of the way the economy is? I look at her and I imagine her, if I clean her up, can I pull it off? I date all women. If it got, how they say it, if it got hair, I hit it.
Oh my God.
This is what I do. Because she tried to make it seem like, oh, Corey Holcomb, he really wanted me. He tried to flirt with me. Listen, of course I tried to flirt with you. You a woman who I knew had you ain't broke. Let me tell you something. Where I'm from, we shoot at any bitch. Every bitch, especially a Kendra G. I see the misery in your eye. You 50, no kids.
Let me make you that.
Ain't never been married. G know what I'm talking about, because he from these same streets I'm from. Every major hub out here in America, we shoot at hoes. We get at hoes, we try to see what we can work out the bitch. If you really want to tell the truth, I'm jealous of the African man that you did choose, because I know he got paper about your ass. You got to pay. He got to see you when you ain't got the makeup on camera. I'm jealous of that man. I know he got you for a bag. See, I'm the type of motherfucker, I admit I'm a trick. I'm a trick. I buy pussy. Kendra, you have to buy a man because the men on your level, you don't want them. You want men who are probably younger than you. Kendra, go after a man you can get. Kendra G, I think you could get Harrison Ford. Back when he was Han Solo in Star Wars, you couldn't get him. But now he's an elderly man. Kendra G, I think you could get Harrison Ford. I think you could get like somebody who old and played out who's still doing it. What's an old man who's still on TV?
Harrison Ford likes skinny white girls. His wife is. He's been with her.
She can get Kevin Duckworth.
Boy, you stupid than a motherfucker. Because everybody don't know who Kevin Duckworth is.
I don't know who that is. I don't.
Any nigga averaged 10 points in the NBA in the late 70s.
Dr. J will fuck you, Kendra G, even though he'll do it reluctantly. He'll make you keep the wig on. But I'm just saying, like, the men you want, the men that will hold you up in the air, they not boss players. You know what I'm saying? I would have smashed you and tried to get some paper from you all day long. Never admit that. I mean, never could I say that's not what I would do. But I'm jealous that the scammer dude, I knew, because like, I remember she was telling me, I got a boyfriend. Yeah, and it's out there in the streets. He is just what I knew he was. I said, when she said she got a boyfriend, I got to wait this out. I knew that don't nobody want you, baby girl. I'm talking about if somebody wants you, it's probably somebody who's looking for the come up. That's what we do. We holler at broads and we go for the come up. I admit, I would smash you, but you would never be held up by a nigga like me. I have a car.
Stupid.
Okay, because he got a car, Lord, yeah, he trolling. Yeah, that's not. I'm gonna tell you right now. That's not. He's saying that this lady is 50, no husband, no kids, and he can see it in her eye. I would say she probably has some joy in her heart because she ain't dealing with nobody like him. And ain't no kids with nobody like him. Did you guys see the interview that Evelyn Lozada put out on her podcast with the game and her daughter? Like the game has a child with Evelyn's daughter Shanice, and that man basically said, and I got to go back and look at it entirely, that when men see a baddie, that they think about getting them pregnant. And that little girl, well, not little girl, that young lady, who's probably about mid-20s now, was looking like she can't believe this man said that, because it was apparent that this man, had no real intention of trying to be with her for the long term. You know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say that Kendra G might be like, you know what? I'm glad that I didn't come across a man like you and had no kids and been married to him. Because I think he's trying to get divorced from his current wife, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, sometimes, the Lord bless us by not dealing with and not being tied down with certain type of men, such as him. Let's keep it going.
Men that hold you up ain't on shit. They driving your car. You got to get Jody. Jody. You got to get baby boy. Don't nobody want your monkey ass. And really, you did some editing with that tape, because I said about Tamron Hall, I was like, Tamron Hall is a bad bitch, even though I don't mean bitch in no disrespectful way. Tamron, that's how I talk. I think you a lady. I think you exude elegance. But I said this about Tamron Hall, and if somebody was arguing with Tamron Hall, they'd be like, baby, come on, let's work it out. You edited that part out, Kendra. Come on now. Don't be bitter. I'm doing this as a gift to Corey because this is going to help him pay his mortgage. Bitch, I ain't got no mortgage. Bitch, I don't got nothing. Remember I told you that. I don't got nothing. I don't get what the hoe had. She got a car. I think she had a Bentley or something and put it all on the internet with all that. I don't do that shit, bitch. I'm from the motherfucking streets. Where I'm from, man, motherfuckers. Look, man, I know NBA players who got robbed by niggas who know they robbed them.
Okay.
They know who robbed them, but they was showing out. When you out here flossing and shit in front of these niggas in the streets gonna be like, all right.
Yeah.
You can't flop it. I ain't got nothing. Nothing. How Bernie Mac said, nothing. I'm popped off, so you can talk about me and whoever else career you want to talk about. Shit, all them guys you said, I wish them luck. Even Lil Rel got mad at me because I said something about his boyfriend. I said something about what's that boy? Gerard Carmichael. I don't even dislike Gerard Carmichael, but you did fuck up Gerard Carmichael. You kissed a white man foot, goddammit, on TV, goddammit. I don't like that shit, dog. Motherfuckers need to come holler at you about that, dog. But other than that, I'm saying, I wish all them guys luck. You can't pit me against them guys. I don't care about none of that. Somebody said Mateen Cleaves. She could get Mateen Cleaves.
Oh my God.
Niggas is stupid. Bill Clinton. Look, baby girl, you can talk about me all you want, goddammit. You said, I'm a blessed woman. Woo. You got to be a blessed woman. You have to be independent, Kendra, because ain't nobody finna do shit for you. But fuck you and ask you, goddammit, can you drop me off somewhere? I'm keeping it a buck. Ain't nobody, look, you're desirable for fun. Fun girls. That's the word now. Fun girls. We'll toss you up and make you keep on the hair while we fucking you. Because I hate bitches like that who try to take the wig off because we in the house. Hold on, bitch. Don't take the wig off till I leave. And I'm not talking about while I'm still in the driveway. Wait till my car pull off before you pull the wig off. I don't ever want to see you without that wig on. God damn it, I'm in the imaginary world too, god damn it. So what I'm saying is, sister, you don't have to do me no favors. I'm doing this as a favor to Corey so he can pay his mortgage. Bitch, I ain't got no mortgage. I'm out here bad. I'm starving. How much money did I make on YouTube? Can you look that up?
No, you don't.
$3,000.
I don't know how much money I made on YouTube.
They can get a guesstimate, but you can see specifically inside your thing. You don't. Nobody else can. They can get a kind of like a roundabout way, but
hold on. Hey, baby, send me a amount to my phone. How much YouTube done paid me? Cause I don't know. I don't. You think I'm waiting on a check from YouTube? I'm a motherfucking hustler. I'm a go-getter. But anybody who waiting on a check from YouTube.
See, she really got to him when she talked about him being on that YouTube because he has gone on and on talking about that waiting for a YouTube check, da 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 da. So yeah.
Go get it.
Come on now.
I love anybody who find a way to get it. And not be out here in one of these tents. Because I hate to see them cute bitches in them tents. It be families in them tents. When I be riding my bike on the path.
Now he's talking about the homeless people in the tent, Shaw. I'm going to end that right there. But yeah, Shaw, so I guess to all things Key Nicole, as far as like, I guess I'm assuming that I found the right beef between Corey and Kendra. I don't know. I think that Kendra, well, how can I put this? I think that Kendra answered the questions, but a lot of what she said kind of got misconstrued because when she responded, Tamara was like, well, I mean, shouldn't Tamara kind of made it seem as if what Kendra was saying was about herself, although Kendra made clear, like, oh no, the women, I agree with you, but the women, she's getting that perspective. So I think Tamara played a little bit into that misunderstanding, but I think that anybody who's listening to what was being said, could grasp what was being said. It was, she did say that, but I get it when you're on stage in the moment, then you may not get it all right. But yeah, I think that Corey, you know, been wanting to say something about Kendra for a minute, and he took that opportunity to get him some comments in, and she gave him that gift as she called it, and then he turned around and did what he does when it comes to responding. He attacked her looks, attacked her relationship status, all the things that people tend to do to women. And that's what happened. So I mean, I don't really have anything else really to add beyond that. But definitely was an interesting exchange. But what do you guys have on that? I'll wait around a few minutes to see what you guys got to say about that right there. I will be live tomorrow as well. I forgot the time, but it's already scheduled and it's on my YouTube thing. Let me check it out and see. Yeah, tomorrow at 6:30. It's about to snow in a few hours, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, was waiting to see if you guys had any more comments. But if you catch the replay, then please put some in the chat here. And I will see you guys tomorrow on Sunday at 6:30 Central. I'm sorry, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. You all have a blessed night. Stay safe and stay warm. Bye.